All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Boys and Girls Club of Queens. I wish we could have done this outside today, but Mother Nature has had some different plans for us over the last few weeks. But I'm so glad to be joined first by our great friend and champion, Speaker Adrienne Adams. Thank you for all that you do for us. And, of course, our great council members who are so integral to what we do here at this program and support us, Councilmember Caban and Councilmember Juan. We have our board president, Walter Sanchez, another one of our treasurer, Steve Zimmerman, who this was their vision 12 years ago for the new club. They walked in the building and said, it's kind of empty. We should do something. And that vision has now spawned the plans for the largest Boys and Girls Club in the country. We have our great friend and counsel for me, someone that I've prayed with and sat with so many times, Bishop Mitchell Taylor in our community, who does so much amazing work. And, of course, my great friend from Astoria Houses, Vanessa Jones Hall, who is the head of the Astoria Houses Tenants Association and does a great job there supporting the residents. We're joined here today to celebrate leadership and how it's helping us move the vision of variety forward. In the last few years, the City Council has been so generous to us with $7.5 million in capital funding to help us build our new clubhouse here in Astoria, which will be the largest clubhouse in the United States, right here in Queens.
Woo-hoo.
And of that 7.5, Speaker Adams has put in herself $2.5 million in capital funding to help make this a reality. Just to give you an idea of scope, statewide, there are only about 65,000 young people who attend Boys and Girls Clubs. We're going to be able to serve here 16,000 young people on a yearly basis. That means in the entirety of New York State, 1 out of 4 young people who walks through a door at a Boys and Girls Club will be walking through a boys club right here in Queens. So we are so excited because it's going to allow us to provide our kids with sports, arts, enrichment, everything that help them become the leaders of tomorrow. For generations to come, the brightest and the best will be able to say they got their start here at the Boys and Girls Club because of this, historic investment. We had talked about, the speaker had laid out her vision for swimming 2 years ago at her State of the District. State of the city. Sorry, a little bit. State of the district. Sorry, it's my, old life seeping in here. But we're focused on delivering a pool as well. That's going to be 6 lanes. We're going to have the first planetarium in Queens, a 1,500-seat arena, a 250-seat theater, all carbon neutral with 236 units of housing with 69 set aside for kids aging out of foster care. And the kids that we're going to serve are right here in this community. From Queensbridge houses, from Ravenswood houses, from Astoria houses, from Woodside houses. Our young people are going to be able to come in for free because we're a free after-school program. They're going to get a hot meal. They're going to help with their homework and through Power Hour. And then they're going to be able to chase their dreams and their passions, whatever those things are. We are so grateful. We're only $5 million away from our goal in our capital campaign, and we're so close at this point because of our speaker and because of the City Council's commitment. And I just I'm going off script here, but at an expense side, if not for the people on this podium, standing at this podium today, we wouldn't be able to run our club. We're celebrating our 70th anniversary, but without the $150,000 from the speaker and Councilmember Caban, we're unable to keep our doors open. We're not able to serve the 4,000 kids we do now. If not for the funding provided by Councilmember Juan and the speaker, we're not able to run our program at PS 78. If not for the funding we receive, the operational funding we receive from the speaker and from Councilmember Krishnan in Jackson Heights, our program at PS 398 in Jackson Heights that serves 100 kids for free would not exist. So I really want to say to Speaker Adrienne Adams, my friend, my sister. We served together in the council. I remember her as a district manager, as and now as a council member, we served together. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting our kids. Thank you for helping make their dreams come true. We're so grateful to you.
Thank you, Costa. You will always be Councilmember Constantinides to me.
And you say it right.
Of course, of course. Before I give my remarks, having witnessed the programming here and elsewhere, as Costa noted, for those that don't know, our children are a priority for me and always have been. And for all of my public service life, have always been. So this is just incredible. And it is all of our esteemed pleasure and joy to be able to do this for our children right here in Queens. So I'm so excited to be here today at the Variety Boys and Girls Club of Queens, led by, of course, my dear friend and former colleague, Costa Constantinides. Costa was an outstanding council member for this community, and he was an outstanding friend of mine, still is, for many, many years. He remains a leading voice on confronting climate change in our city, and he's been advancing efforts to invest in our Queens neighborhoods. His work to expand programs and opportunities for young people in Queens and teaching students as a professor at Queens College will have a long-term impact on generations of families. Today, we're also joined by council members, my colleagues, Councilmember Tiffany Caban and Councilmember Julie Wan, as well as local community leaders, including the Right Bishop Mitchell Taylor of Urban Upbound, Walter Sanchez, who is the board chair of the Variety Boys and Girls Club, Vanessa Jones Hall, president of the Astoria Houses Residents Association, and Corinne Woods Haynes, is she here? President of the Queensbridge Houses Tenants Association. I thank all of them for their commitment to our youth. As Costa said, for 70 years, the Variety Boys and Girls Club of Queens has been a beacon and a second home for young people in this community, serving over 4,000 youth annually. This community institution opens its doors for everyone in this neighborhood. Whether you're here to play basketball, swim in the pool, which I'm going to do when that pool gets, it'll be a couple years, but I'm coming back to swim, or use the computer lab or marker space downstairs in the basement, or perform at the dance studio, the clubhouse has something for every student. Young people here can learn about agriculture on the rooftop farm, look at cells through a microscope on the biobus, and engage in fun activities during summer camp. And whenever local elected officials need a space to host a town hall or a neighborhood event, this is where they turn to. The Variety Boys and Girls Club is the embodiment of a community center. That's why the New York City Council has always been a strong supporter of this organization. When we first learned about the vision to transform this building into a state-of-the-art facility with the capacity to serve 16,000 young people, my colleagues and I jumped at the chance to support this project. When fully constructed, the Variety Boys and Girls Club of Queens will be the largest boys and girls club in the entire nation. Can you imagine that? Let me repeat it again. It sounded so good. This facility will be the largest boys and girls club in the entire nation. It will feature the first planetarium in Queens, a 250-seat black box theater, a 400-seat school, and a mental health youth clinic. There will be 236 units of affordable housing here as well, including 69 units set aside for children aging out of foster care and wraparound services for them. This transformative project will deliver world-class opportunities for the children of Queens, and I'm proud that over the last several years, the City Council has delivered $7.5 million in capital funding to make this new facility a reality. Through discretionary funding, the Council will continue to invest in programs at the Variety Boys and Girls Club to support the holistic education and growth of our scholars. Our young people represent the future of this community and our city. When we invest in places like this, we are planting the seeds of success for generations of families. I want to thank everyone here for your years of focus and commitment to fulfilling this vision. I look forward to the groundbreaking, the ribbon cutting, and welcoming our students into the brand new Variety Boys and Girls Club when it opens. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
So next up, I want to bring up a great friend to our club and our council member here, and a great friend to me as well, someone that's been on the forefront of so many important issues in this city, but she's never forgotten who she is and what she stands for, so we really appreciate Councilmember Tiffany Caban.
Thank you. I don't have anything other than to say this is phenomenal. It is super, super dope. I'm going to completely go off script because you all have heard already what the physical features of this building will be and how many kids it will serve. But when I look at this project, I don't necessarily see the four walls or the facilities, but the changes in lives. I've been really proud to year over year invest in the Boys and Girls Club since taking office. And I got to tell you, the children that get served here remind me of my childhood, remind me of my parents and the ways that they grew up. And to be able to have a world-class facility, being able to imagine what that does to a child, for a child from the inside out, I am, by the grace of God, by the grace of the holding down and support of my community, a lawyer and a council member. And only 5%, around 5% of lawyers are Latinas. Only 5% of lawyers are Black women. And that's not because we're not smart enough, because we don't aspire to be, because, we can't do these things. It is all about opportunity, right? And opportunity is what this project embodies. An opportunity for every child, no matter their interests, their ability, no matter what they are experiencing at home. For me, that is what the work is about. I have had also, in addition to supporting the programming here, the pleasure of being a Little League coach alongside Costa. And I got to tell you, the kids on that team that walk through this building, when they walk into this space, when they walk onto the field, they become lighter. Kids today, especially the kids on this peninsula, are carrying so much stress, so many challenges, and to be able to walk into a space and lighten that load, to experience nothing but joy, and to be the best to each other they can possibly. We coached 11 to 13-year-old boys, and outside looking in, I'm like, man, these preteen little you-know-whats, and then they walk onto the field. And they are these young men that are supporting each other, lifting each other up, just displaying what we would hope to see across our communities in our adults. And that is the culture and the community that the Boys and Girls Club fosters every single day. They are building beautiful, compassionate, kind, rock star human beings. And so that's why I'm so excited and so grateful for the investments by our speaker, by our council, and just for the work that you all do every day to make this what it is. So just an honor and privilege just to be here to celebrate.
Yeah, that team was something else. But, we didn't charge anyone, baseball usually for a fee is $300 to play in the league. We had the kids play for free, and they won. That was some good coaching. Yeah. So next up, I want to bring up Councilmember 1, who, when she first got elected, we had coffee, and she had said, I want you to build a program in my neighborhood, and then committed to that and made it happen with our speaker, and now we have that program in PS 78, and we have our Sky Farm in her district as well. So I really want to bring up our good friend, Councilmember 1.
Good morning. Thank you so much to the entire Variety Boys and Girls Club for organizing. Thank you to our friend Costa Constantinides for his leadership. He really is a visionary. What we just heard from my colleague, our beloved council member for this district, Tiffany Caban, those illustrative moments of how Costa truly understands that real safety and real community comes from making sure that our children and our youth have somewhere to go that is safe, and understanding how we can't have income barriers for activities like Little League. We can't have barriers for after-school programming like we have at PS 78. And the common denominator here there's two things. It's the leadership of Costa of understanding that we have to get rid of these income barriers that limit our Black and brown neighbors from becoming lawyers, from becoming whatever it is that they dream of becoming because their parents simply may not afford it. And in order for us to achieve Costa's dream of making everything accessible to all people of all income levels, our dear friend, Speaker Adrian Adams, has made it possible by funding myself and my district through the speakers list, continuing to partner with Tiffany Caban as well as Shaker Krishnan in all of Western Queens and city beyond to make these things a reality. Because it shouldn't be an unreasonable ask for a parent to say, how can my child join a Little League if I can't afford it? How can my child have an after-school program where they wouldn't be sitting home alone if I have to work? And as a mom of two, right now for my child, for one of them to go to school for daycare is $2,900 a month. And for after school, it's up to $700 to $900 a month. So it's incredibly expensive, but people like Costa and under the leadership of Speaker Adrian Adams, we are making it free. And for the first time in Long Island City, as we continue to integrate our income and we have mandatory inclusionary housing and more folks are moving in at lower income levels, they are now being allotted the chance for them to have after-school programming that is diverse with extracurricular activities such as robotics and potentially aquatics in the future so that they can learn how to swim and so much more. So thank you to Walter Sanchez and all the partners here who make it possible for Variety Boys and Girls Club to do what it is meant to do. And through this new space that's going to happen, we look forward to all of the limitless dreams that all of these children will have at their fingertips, thanks to the funding of many levels, especially the City Council's funding for $7.5 million from Speaker Adrian Adams. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilmember One. Next up, I want to bring up my good friend and brother, Walter Sanchez, the president of our board here at the Variety Boys and Girls Club.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to Manny Kokonakis, who's right back there. Raise your hand. He's our development team from Mega, who's going to be building this $283 million monstrosity. It's been work for about 8 years now. And Steve, on behalf of the board of directors, Steve Zimmerman, who's our secretary, thanks for coming. You guys get it. You know, and Costa and I say this all the time. You know, the people who really get what we're doing here. What we deliver here, people say, what do you do with the Boys and Girls Club? What we do is deliver generational mental health for these kids. If you think about it, what that's about is making sure they're safe, making sure they really feel involved and they're somebody, and then they're around people of passion. Look at Costa. If that's not passion, I don't know what is. And what we do, part of our alumni, we're really proud to say it. Bishop Taylor was a club kid here. And in fact, see those baskets, see those balls up there? That red one, the folklore is that he's the one, he kicked that up there 35 years ago, and we're not touching it. So people like this get it. People like Bishop Taylor are from here. We just hope to deliver more of that. We thank you very much. Boy, wouldn't it be great to see you in Gracie Mansion in a couple of months? Good luck.
Next up, I want to bring up, and Walter just took away my introduction, but a club kid, someone who's been here in the neighborhood and has been a great friend at Urban Upbound, serving the communities right here in this neighborhood and doing it for how many years, Bishop? Too long. I don't want to say it out loud. I don't want to age either one. We share a birthday, he and I. So I don't want to age either one of us. I'll bring up my good friend, the executive director and president, founder of Urban Upbound, Bishop Mitchell Taylor.
So much, and good morning, everyone. To our speaker, Adrian Adams, to Councilmember Julie One, to Councilmember Tiffany Caban, of course, to my good friend and brother, Costa, to the president of the Astoria Resident Association, Ms. Jones, and to Mr. Zimmerman, who's going to have a birthday July 15th. I'm not going to tell you how old he's going to be. And to everyone that's here today to celebrate this auspicious occasion to erect another monument that will move the needle on the quality of life for children in this neighborhood. I can tell you firsthand that swimming in this pool was literally a lifesaver, because Vanessa may remember this, when we came from Queensbridge to go to Astoria Pool, we put our stuff inside the lockers in Astoria Pool, and while we were in the pool having fun, guys took our stuff out of the lockers and threw them in the water, and then waited for us to get out the pool and chased us back down to Queensbridge. And so finally I said, you know what? That boys club has a pool, and we don't have to go all the way to Astoria Pool. And so we went here to the Boys and Girls Club. So it has always been the place that Costa has described, that everyone has described so eloquently on today. And I'm just proud, and Urban Upbound is a solid partner of the Boys and Girls Club with all the services that we offer to Western Queens and around the 5 boroughs of New York City. And I'm just grateful as a pastor of the Center of Hope International to tell my children there and tell our parents there, the Boys Club is here to serve, is here to be a resource. And I'm just so proud that we have such resources, rich resources here in Western Queens, because we have such great leadership in Speaker Adams, in Councilmember One, and Councilmember Caban. So thank you so much, and thank you so much for all that you're doing. Thank you, Costa. Congratulations to you, my brother. You did it again. 5 million away, and we're on our way. Come on, let's give him a big hand. Come on.
Bishop and I have been through it together, and when my wife passed away, before many people knew, he called me, we prayed together, so I always appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Next up, I want to bring up a really good friend of mine, someone who's been doing amazing work at Astoria Houses and standing up for the residents and making sure that they get everything that they need. So I really want to bring up my good friend and colleague, Vanessa Jones-Hall from the Astoria Houses Residents Association. Thank you, Vanessa, for what you do.
Good morning, everyone. This is a special occasion, especially for the residents of Astoria Houses. We have had thousands and thousands of children who are now parents themselves come through this building, and was privileged to have the honor to receive the services here. It was first complained that, oh, they're not serving the Astoria residents properly because they're missing us. But what they don't understand is that us, was present. And we are so proud to see this building, this organization develop so much that you don't have no idea, Costa, a good friend of mine. I met him on the corner of A Street when he was running to become council member, and was telling him about what was the needs of Astoria Houses residents. And when it was either leadership before me talked about how we can improve our children coming to this organization and applying themselves. You don't have no idea how much the Boys and Girls Club has made a great impact on our children, our young people's lives by attending here. Bishop, we're taking the fifth on the thing about the Astoria Pool, but we definitely know just going back and forth to Astoria Pool was always a challenge, but most importantly, it was more where we were able to receive a lot more services of after-school programming. And to see that this is going to grow even further, it's amazing, because now those residents who attended here, their children are attending here. And we're looking forward to seeing them. When I hear somebody say, oh, my grandchild goes here, when they were also a participant. So we are grateful on behalf of just the entire community of Astoria, Long Island City, and Woodside. We come together to say thank you on an opportunity that most would have walked past us and think that we weren't deserving of. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And so we are an after-school program, so we don't have any children here right now. But the kids felt that that was not acceptable. So they sent a few gifts for our speaker. So Barry, our grants and contract coordinator, helped put this event together. I want to give Barry a big shout out. So we have some thank you cards from our kids. If you open them up, they wrote some personal messages just for you.
I love it. Oh my gosh. This is great. I love stuff like this. Thank you so much. Thank the children for me.
I will. They were like,
Tell them I'll be
they're like, it's at 10 o'clock, we can't be here. So they were like, well, we got to send something for her.
so great. Thank you.
So with that, we'll take any questions you have on topic. It was $5 million, but I wish it was 5,000.
Yeah.
All the gray wouldn't be so gray if it was. Yes, that's the plan.
Would that additional money come from the city council?
It could.
It could be from lots of different places, right? I don't know.
Yeah, you just answered.
Good. Okay, I don't overstep.
Well, I mean, given your commitment to this project, would you make it a priority, I guess, in the next budget?
I don't want to put her on the spot.
You mean in the budget that we're negotiating currently? Because you said next, so I won't be speaker. This is my final budget, so there won't be a next budget for me. So, but regardless, whatever this organization does has always been prioritized by the city council. So, nothing else that would be a grand recommendation by me.
I don't want to put you on the spot. That's not why we're here. Any other questions? All right. Well, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here today.